Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Triangle 4 channel. I'm Jim. Been away for a while. It's been a busy fall, deer season, getting firewood mostly finished. Variety of things. You know how life goes, gets busy. Today, I want to talk about cattle, feeding cattle. And I mean, my experience isn't large scale. It's if you want 4 to 5 beefers on a little bit of pasture and stuff like that. Um, so what are the best ways to feed hay to your cows, all winter? And I'm gonna go through what our experience was, and hopefully help somebody maybe not to make what I'll call the same mistakes, because time, money, effort, that all just takes its toll. So hold on. Okay, so this is what we started with. A little barn with additions. We've got a hay mow upstairs that we used to put square bales in. We had 3 cows. I only had experience around, my grandfather's dairy, right? That's all we had were dairy cows, and I knew of barns, alleyways, um, gutters, that type of thing, and stanchions. So obviously that's what we did. We had stanchions here. We fed the cows. We've got to partially clean the old feed area. I've got to get out lost hay. But I made a platform for them here, and I'll call that the gutter. It's just a lower area of concrete um, that we shovel off by hand. Well, there's the problem. We shovel it off by hand. It's day to day. You don't do it once a week or once a month. We quit for a while, and this is what happens. Real fast, real fast. See this platform? We got the same on the other side. So yeah, if you want to be out here with them every day, and you grew up in your grandpa's dairy, and you have dreams of having the same type of thing, then you know that's great. That's your thing. But I'm telling you, this is labor intensive, big time. Um, so we got away from this. You can see our pastures out back, right? I'll show you those quick. Yeah, then we went through and we did the hay ring thing. Again, with the round bales, labor intensive. Um, Labor intensive when it's like this in the fall, very muddy, the ground hasn't frozen yet. You're going out and you're just rutting everything up if you're not getting stuck. So we also tried the hay feeder wagon. And same exact thing, right? You got to get out and move that thing. If you don't move the hay ring and the feeder, you end up with a big mud hole. And I hated seeing my animals covered in mud when it was 31, 30 degrees outside, from the knees down, sometimes their bellies, just to eat. And I couldn't get in with a tractor because the mud was so bad. So that's why we got away from those. And let me show you the next thing we did. Okay, so the other thing I didn't talk about is snow, right? Yeah, maybe the ground freezes. Okay, I can get out and I can move my bale ring and my hay feeder. And yeah, that's great till you get about 2 feet of snow, right? Then even with a 4-wheel drive tractor, you're back to, it might as well be mud. It's just a nightmare. So that didn't work for us. So then I came to this thing. I kept watching YouTube, and oh, here's a feeder, concrete. It's got, I only put the headlocks on 2 sides. Some of them put them on 3 if you have enough cattle. And you load the bales from the end here. Fantastic. It really does work nice, right? Except I didn't put concrete around the sides where the cows stood. I did put fabric down, road fabric, then I put stone on it. And I actually put tires with stone in it because I saw that in a video. And eventually they pee and poop on it enough, and if you think you're going to get out here with your tractor and scrape this back, you're going to take stone with it. You're going to knock a few tires out of place, and you're going to get your tractor stuck. So that wasn't working. Kind of bummed out about that. So I kept watching YouTube. And this is what I came up with, and I think this is the best solution for us. At the end of one of my sheds, my equipment shed, we put in, well, one stanchion. I'm about to take the headlocks from right there and put them down at the end because this is working so well for us. I bring a round bale in here, or two, will be two, and I roll them out. And this last 10-foot section, I put concrete from one end to the other. And it's hard to tell because there's manure there, but that's only from them and pulling out hay. Now I can come in here with my tractor. I dip. And you see that snow plow? Well, I put that on the front of the tractor. I take this, and this is 6 inches of concrete, and I push all the way down this alley, right to the end. Now I've got a nice pile. When the ground gets a little firmer, I can come in, fill up my manure wagon, haul it away. They are not in the mud. They don't have, I mean, trying to get in and out of it they are, but you know, at some point you just got to stop. And but here, this is all concrete. They're eating in comfort. They can lay on it in comfort. I can put a little straw out there. They're not in the mud. You know, I've got this gate right here to open up. All of this here, the hay is undercover, and you can hear it raining right now. The hay is not getting wet. No, I didn't concrete this area. This is still dirt and things. I may just bring in a lot of stone. I just don't find it to be much of a problem at the moment. If it gets to be, that's another day's work. But for any of you getting into cattle, think about something like this. By the time you go through all the work of trying to move bale feeders around, and I get it, right? You want less equipment. Maybe then you don't have to have a manure spreader. But it may get to the point you can't get out and feed like you want to in an area like mine, you know, where we get wet falls, wet springs, and, you know, a lot of snow in the winter. So an area like this, 10 foot wide, I think that's 30 feet long. Between those larger posts is 15 feet. And a place off the end that you can just push your manure, pile it, make sure the concrete's thick enough to hold your tractor. And I can do this all winter long. Yeah, those black cows do not like somebody different. They do not like poor 7. That's his name, number 7. And because he's different, that's all. Well, I hope this helps somebody out. Good luck on your farming. Hope you have fun with it. Hope you enjoy your cattle. I think this will help most of you. In my situation, without a large herd, that just enjoy part-time farming. All right, have a good one.